Hello collective, and welcome into the daily journal read. I started this already, but I literally forgot my intro, my prayer. So I was like, what's going on? We're gonna restart this. Birds of Paradise might be relevant for you. We've got Peacock on the bottom of the deck, which just wanted to make an appearance. Stingray, which came up in the fire sign reading. With love, light, and gratitude, I request divine assistance of our ancestors, guardians, galactics. Wow, I did it again. With love, light, and gratitude, I request divine assistance from our ancestors, ascended masters, archangels, guardians, galactics, and guides with the highest white light and the frequency of love, in order to channel messages clearly and concisely for the highest good of my collective at this time. I'm also going to ask Saint Germain of the Violet Flame to assist me in all worthy hearts of transmuting immediately and effortlessly any external energies seeking to influence us or Gaia at this time. Thank you for blessings, thank you for protection, thank you for guidance, and thank you for connection. I don't know what is going on with my crown chakra, but it's something. Okay, we got the zebra in reverse. Wow. I disrupted crown chakra, you don't say. And the hummingbird, okay. Yeah, this is an attempt to disrupt communication, actually, is what I'm getting. Somebody possibly needing some grounding, perhaps. Absolutely. I'm going to read both of these to you, okay? I think I've got the space on my phone to do a longer reading, so let's do it. So zebra in reverse. Zebra came up in the air sign read. That's been making a lot of appearances as of late. It's just very extravagant, very unique energy, and I love that. And something about this black and white energy has been coming up quite frequently, both in regards to zebras and tigers. So that could be relevant. Okay. Zebra, eccentric, creative, visionary. Zebras are the most precious of gems. They're young at heart, well-cultured, and have an undying curiosity about life. Being in the company of a zebra personality not only is a delight, but also opens our minds. Be prepared. Their potent magic is contagious, and you may soon find yourself in a faraway land. Some of you might be traveling. Lucky ducks. Expanding your worldview while having a blast. Zebras also like to contribute to the global health through environmental or volunteer work. This card could be a hint to pack your bags. Ah, okay. When in balance, worldly, enthusiastic, fashion forward. When out of balance, jaded, pouty, vain. It's actually giving very much Leo energy. To bring into balance, an epic adventure and art. Okay. I stand by what I said in regards to some sort of blockages possibly being sent to your crown collective. This could be like you're birthing something into the world and people kind of want to get in your head and convince you that maybe it's not appropriate, it's not right, it's too outlandish, it's just not going to be well received. Whatever the case may be, I think that you know what is best for yourself, and anyone or anything that tries to convince you otherwise is a non-factor, okay? That's just my opinion. Okay. Where is it? Hummingbird? Butterfly? No. Hold on. Peacock? No. Thank you for being patient. What is that? Why? I feel like it's evading me. Honestly, these interferences have been a lot lately, and I'm hearing ringing, so maybe this is something you can relate to. Just like constant interferences, things popping up, people popping up, maybe feelings popping up, old urges from the past popping up. Just an attempt to keep you on a lower timeline, keep you distracted, and maybe impact the way people view you and how you view yourself, possibly. Hummingbird, positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. There's a lot of emphasis on that last one. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned to gather nectar. It has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. Ritual, communion, grounding, things of the sort, cleansing as well. The sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, and every moment we're savoring milk and honey, the sweetness of life. Also something about the pineal gland, for those who are in the know or who resonate with that. When in balance, smart, curious, loves to learn. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, sharp. to bring into balance, take a class. Interesting. Maybe an art class would be beneficial for some of you. Yeah, that could like remove these blockages, but also give you like a way to channel some really yummy energy into your existence as well as the world as a whole. And maybe connect you with other people as well. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some general messages. Let's take some deep breaths together too. How about that? It's a bonding experience for us now. I'm being dramatic because I'm a Leo. All right. And I hope you did actually take some deep breaths with me. If you didn't, then do them now. No. Okay, because yeah, you're maybe not feeling your most grounded self. Okay, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'm hearing some ringing. So maybe was that Temperance in reverse? No, it was the Four of Wands. Ooh, upright. Interesting. Okay, so that could be, I'm getting graduation for some strange reason. It's a stable foundation. It could be a community. It could also be a family, a household, a standing structure that is, from what it appears, upstanding and well-functioning. Tell me more about this Four of Wands, please, Spirit. Two of Wands. Okay. So that means there's two of Wands at play. So two sides of the story, and also possibly a Six of Wands. So someone's going to come out the victor, someone's going to come out the perceived loser. Okay. I don't know what that's about, but I guess we can't all be number one. There's perhaps an indecision, a uncertainty about this foundation, how it's existed in the past, or what it'll look like going forward, or if you should partake in it to begin with, or if it's right for you, if it'll lead you down the right path. And I'm hearing some ringing. So maybe some of you are considering like going to school. Could that be it? Or like considering a line of study, even if it's, okay, I'm hearing some ringing. So I guess that's it. Like a line of study, even if it's not actually going to school, it could just be like an area of focus and interest. Maybe it's in regards to art, something that will nurture your soul. Ooh, something that will bring you some money that might take a little while to establish, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He's taken his time, but like when he gets there, his idea is gonna be fully fleshed out. He's gonna have all the details ironed out, and like this is somebody that will build a Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so maybe your hesitancy in regards to this path is because it's not going to be immediate. It's going to be slightly delayed gratification, and that is making you insecure, making you doubtful. Maybe you're worried about your finances right now, and you're like, well, I can do the right path or the left path. I can choose the one that will provide for me financially, but will maybe crush my soul, death, or I can follow my King of Cups nature and tap into intuition, tap into creativity, and do something that will, in the end, absolutely be a Ten of Pentacles, but right now is a bit more unstable or perceived as unstable. Tell me more, Spirit. What do we need to know? This is getting good. I'm interested. Tell me more. Oh, okay. We've got Strength in reverse. As I was mentioning, there could be a focus, an unnecessary focus, on how other people perceive your path, perceive success, a preoccupation with the external validation, the pride. Shadowy Leo is very prideful. It's very, I want an audience for all the wrong reasons. It's not, I want to bring people together to connect and build community. It's like, I want to be the star of the show. Okay, shadowy celebrity sort of thing. Magician, upright. You have the ability to compress. I don't know, something about the compression. Maybe compress your fears, compress your doubts. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Like diamonds, the compression that is required, the like time, the effort, the stress, the slow building. The slow building will, again, be very beneficial for you. but you're seeing it currently as an Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So something that isn't giving you that immediate return on your investment, perhaps. And that's making you anxious, a bit giddy, a bit confused. It's giving Hall of Mirrors, okay? So this illusion that is encouraged by your preoccupation with external validation is going to take you further and further away from yourself, and therefore further and further away from acting upon these intuitive downloads, these creative projects, these expressions of your true authentic self. You're gonna get too much up in your head. You're gonna spend too much time on that cliff in the mountains alone, and you're not gonna be healing. The Hermit is looking for the star, right? Here's the star, also in reverse. You're not gonna be healing while you're up in your head. You're going to be disempowering yourself, okay? So maybe for some of you, this is, I'm feeling, okay, the need for you to get out of your comfort zone, to very much possibly take a class or just branch out socially or creatively, because it seems as if right now your state of solitude is compounding your worries. And there's a difference between being focused on external validation and having people around you to nourish you and your ideas in a healthy way, okay? You're feeling very Five of Pentacles. You're feeling outside of that church. You're feeling all alone. You're feeling down and out. You're feeling very guarded as well. Maybe because of things that have occurred in the past, maybe because of your perceived fears. Stars back out here in reverse. Tell me a bit more, Spirit. Six of Swords upright. So Spirit is suggesting that you take the best path forward. And the best path forward is not actually with those swords. It's with that water. It's with your intuitive knowing, your creativity, the juices that fuel your fire, okay? The heart chakra could be highly relevant for you at this moment in time, as could the throat. You could possibly be somebody who is a musician or a speaker or even perhaps an author. But one way or the other, we've got the Star out here up right now. That's and the Ace of Pentacles upright and the Four of Swords in reverse. Jesus. And then the Page, Princess of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So this is what you're gonna get. This is what you're afraid of. You're afraid of being down and out. You're afraid of not being validated externally, feeling defeated, feeling like your expressions of self, your creations, maybe you're actually physically creating something with your hands, are not going to be appreciated or valued. But in all actuality, it's like you are holding the star. It's not actually a pentacle. You're holding that star in your hand, and it has been gifted to you through your guides, your galactics, your higher self, and you're doubting it. You're getting too much in your head because you're like, well, what if these mere mortals and their earthly realm don't really like it? Okay, we got earth and we've got air. So your focus is on the 3D. It's not on that that connection to divinity that is being anchored into the 3D. This is a detrimental combination. This is certainly more beneficial. That is what you're moving towards. But you're afraid, you're concerned, you're worried that you're not going to be able to provide for yourself, quite possibly. Or again, it's this wanting to be seen as somebody who maybe has it all, maybe have like a certain standard of living that you're used to, and you're like, well, what if I no longer have that as an option? That was too many, I'm not taking those. And people think less of me, or if I can't go out quite as much, or whatever, just while you're like establishing this new thing that you're going to be doing, or investing in an area of study that requires an initial financial contribution, you're like, it's going to change how I live my life. It might change who you associate with as well. and you're worried about the implications of that, okay? But I see it going very well for you, to be honest. I think you could be channeling a lot of air energy right now, and not the most ideal octave, okay? We've got an Emperor here in reverse. This is somebody who's disempowered, who could be a little bit of a control freak, and I say that lovingly. This Emperor's got 10 wands on his back for no reason, is what they said. The perception of these wands, is what is ungrounding you. These actually aren't here. You have freedom. You have possible notoriety. You have community. You have public reception at your fingertips. But you need to be confident and in that sun energy enough to actualize it and release these perceived wands. Like, see how the sun back here is like all mucky and like it's kind of foggy and stuff? Like, this is the actuality. Like, you're holding something in the ethers, perhaps in your mind currently, that is so bright and so beautiful. And you again are a very creative, powerful individual, but you have disempowered yourself with this confusion that has impacted you, whether that be largely because of your own fears or because of how other people might perceive it or how other people have actually perceived it and spoken to you about it, whatever it is. You are the best counsel you could ever keep, aside from your guides. If we're talking about like freedom and failure, oh my God, see? This is what you're afraid of. You're like, those two wands, which one am I gonna get, right? What is this structure gonna look like? Is it freedom or is it failure? I don't know. And I'm seeing it's so interesting how the colors in this card are represented in all of the like cards that are in reverse. And the freedom is like, that's the same color as your structure, right? That's the same color here. So I'm just saying, oh, collective, we are our own worst enemies a lot of the time, okay? Spirit, what do you want? Was that success? Can't make it up. I know that there's no greater goal than to love. As I was mentioning, that heart chakra energy is really important for you, okay? Tapping into that is going to satisfy you on a spiritual soul level, but also bring you great success in all of the superficial 3D ways that we need in order to survive and thrive in an earthly realm, right? I'm gonna get one more. Spirit, can we just get one more, please? I feel like they might not give me one, but if they do, then great. Can I get one more, please? I'm gonna do one more pass. Okay, who is it? It's worry. You're worried about your success. You're worried if it's going to come to pass. You're worried about what people will say about it. Maybe some of you are going to be public with the sun and the star with two celestial bodies. You could be very public, okay? As I said, the perception is going to be there. People will be perceiving you. Maybe some of you have a fear of that, okay? Maybe some of you have been taught to suppress your unique self, have been taught to not speak your mind and again, express authentically because of how people respond to you. You are worried, you're up in your head, you are very much ruminating on things that have been part of your past stories. But we're not going back to the past, we're going to the future, and what you have in your future, my darlings, is success. So pick your poison or just choose the antidote, okay? Love you, see you in the next one.